Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us today. The forum is about to start in 3 minutes. Please take your seats as soon as possible and remember to switch your cell phone to silent or vibration mode to create a better conference environment. If you need any assistance, please feel free to let us know. Thank you for your cooperation. Good afternoon, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and to all of our online viewers. Welcome to join us at Meetup Green Economy Scaling-Up event, held by Taiwan Tech Arena and directed by National Science and Technology Council. My name is Kathy Wu, your host for today's event. Thank you all for joining us today. This event promotes cross-domain, face-to-face exchanges between major manufacturers and startups, as our goal is to lead startups in accelerating their scale-up process. At the very beginning of our event, let's welcome the important driving force behind Taiwan's technology, Department of Academia, Industry Collaboration, and Science Park Affairs, National Science and Technology Council, Director General Angela Xu, to give us the opening remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, please give her a warm welcome.
Thank you, Chairman Wei, President Lee, and 2 VP Lin, and distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. I'm Angela Xu, the Director General of Ministry of National Science and Technology Council. We just changed our name since last year from MOST to NSTC. Today is very honored to welcome all of you to join our today's event. 5 years ago, NSTC established TTA, Taiwan Tech Arena, to translating the research outcomes into startups and help our local entrepreneurs leverage to the international resources and help them scale up and go global. And by now, we already have supported more than 800 startups. We believe that startups will bring us, especially the industry and our society, new ideas and new innovation, and help them make, develop and generate the new solutions and new applications for a future challenge. That's why we set up the TTA South 2 years ago, and we focus on the field of the smart technology, green and circular tech, and smart health. We believe such kind of fields represent the strengths of Southern Taiwan industrial clusters, and we want to encourage such kind of new ideas to mingle and develop collaboration with local entrepreneurs and local enterprises. So that's why I have today's event today focus on the green economy. I think it's very important for future development of the manufacturing, especially manufacturing industry. So today we have 2 leading international companies. One is from TI, the Texas Instrument. As we know, TSMC is very popular industry around the world. The founder has ever worked from TI. And the other is Chairman Wei. He is also the chairman of our Smart Machinery Association. So I think the green tech is very important develop trend for the industry. So we have the event today, and we also have two staffs with potentials to join us. We hope through today's discussion, we may develop and accelerate, advance the future, maybe the next generation of green economy. So finally, let's again thank you for everyone coming, and I hope you have an enjoyable, inspiring, and fruitful afternoon here. Thank you.
Thank you, Director General Xu. Please stay on stage for a group photo. We would also like to invite today's speakers to join us. Our speakers, please welcome to the stage. Welcome Mr. Luke Lee, President of Texas Instruments Taiwan Limited. Mr. Larry Wei, Chairman of Taiwan Association of Machinery Industry. Mr. Mark Lin, co-founder of Blade Hydrogen Green Technology Co. Limited. And Mr. Peter Lin, CMO of Grace Connection Microelectronics Limited. Please come to the stage and welcome. 也请媒体朋友准备好最佳的拍照位置。Members of the media, please prepare your locations for filming. Representatives from companies and startups, please jointly hold the green signs. Okay, let's take our first photo together by holding the green signs. 请先拿着手举牌一起拍一张。This act symbolizes Taiwan Tech Arena's commitment to bringing together model green supply chain manufacturers and startups to cultivate sustainable business opportunities together. Okay, now we're going to count down together. Are you ready, everyone? 3, 2, 1, please plant the green signs. Okay, please look at the cameras in the front. Congratulations to Taiwan Tech Arena for bringing together model green supply chain manufacturers and startups to cultivate sustainable business opportunities together. Please raise your right hands and give a thumbs up. Thumbs up for the photo, please. Through today's meetup event, we hope to empower our startups and to accelerate the scale-up process. Okay? Thank you. Beautiful. Thank you, Director General Xu, and our speakers. Please have a seat. Thank you. Today, we are very delighted to facilitate the connection between semiconductor and precision machinery manufacturers with TTA's innovative teams for cross-border collaboration. So moving on, we will invite esteemed experts to share their insights on net zero sustainability and green business opportunities. To begin with, we are honored to invite the Vice President and President of Taiwan, Korea, and South Asia of Texas Instruments Taiwan Limited, a leading example in semiconductor IC front-end research and development, Mr. Luke, to share with us the path to green energy. Ladies and gentlemen, let's now give a warm welcome to Mr. Luke. Welcome, the time is yours.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you to invite me participate this great event, talk about green energy. So that is my honor to be here. And on behalf of Texas Instruments, I just would like to say thanks to TTA to provide such a great environment to TI as an office here and help us to bring up all those innovation together with Taiwan customer. Okay, so for Texas Instruments, maybe it's not a very famous name with Taiwan customer. It's because of a lot of customer, they are considered about TI as a calculator company. Okay, it's very interesting because of as an engineer, when you study in US university, you must have a TI calculator, right? So that's why a lot of people remember TI is a calculator company, right? But in effect, TI is a worldwide #1 analog company. And we have a very broad product portfolio product. So that is amazing. So we have about 80,000 production line is under the manufacture. So it's amazing, right? But most important is we established TI Taiwan 54 years ago for the manufacture side. So you can see we have more than 1,800 employees in Taiwan. Okay, majority are doing the assembly and the tester. Okay. And also we have the largest sales and application office in Taipei, Hsinchu, Central Taiwan, and South Taiwan to support the local customer. So we have more than 200 employees to service a customer here for the different market segments, including personal electronics, industrial, and recently we see the more gallium nitride opportunities talking on, right? And also we have automotive. Now everybody are very excited for the automotive business, right? So that is the area we also put in a lot of resources on that. Communication and enterprise. Of course, AI, networking is become a next generation, the most important area to be invest, right? But other than that, our commitment is to create a better world. Why? Because of, later on we will touch, when we manufacture semiconductor, it will consume tons of resource and energy. So the question is, how can we commit the world in order to reduce those energy and also increasing the productivity, right? And also for those waste, how can we recycle those waste will become a big question mark, right? So TI have a commitment to the worldwide in order to have a better world. So we got to do everything we could to reduce overall the waste during the manufacturing. And also we commit to produce the best product to provide the best solution to the world. I give you a great example. Recently we have many of joint development with customer for the gallium nitride data center, AI, the power supply, then can help us to reduce tons of energy, but keep the same volume of a computing center are still operate. So that is the great example that how can we produce the best product and the solution to help industry to reduce total energy spending, okay? And for ESG, of course, our commitment is providing the best commitment to the worldwide issue of country. So for all those investment, how to return and to the society, that will be very important for the TI. So our commitment has never been changed, and we keep invest and also provide a better environment to the employee, okay? And also, our commitment is to responsible supply chain. Supply chain is most important because TI cannot do everything alone. So we need to have a supply chain, right? So how can we invite the supplier and also entire of our supply chain to have a responsible the distribution and supply chain to the customer? That will be very critical. So TI is make commitment on that. Right, so that is also including the total reduce energy, what I mentioned in the previous, right? And also lastly, I just would like to touch about the better product, as I mentioned, right? Data center AI is just an example, and also for the EV, right? Even the networking, right? Factory automation. TI is participate in every market segment, just because of we would like to provide the best product to reduce power consumption, which have a better efficiency, then can give it a better world to the world. Of course, I just would like to give you a small story to share about how can we help Taiwan startup company, you know, because of many of the startup company, they have challenges. Not many suppliers would like to help them in the beginning because they are small. Right, I have several cases I've been helped on those startup company like e-scooter or e-bicycle. I give them just a little bit push, then they have become a very success right now. Not just because of TI have a commitment, we would like to work together with those innovation and ambitions customer in the beginning and help them can have a good startup the opportunity, then can be able to survive in the long term. So that is TI's commitment. So that's why those customers, when we see they get a success and can sell their product to the worldwide, we feel proud of that because TI, we have 80,000 products and we have 100,000 customers. Most of them are very small scale, right? But TI never give up them. We work together with them and help each other to develop a better world. So that is TI's commitment to everyone. So I hope today's conversation we can talk about how can we work together and bring more innovation together. Thank you.
Thank you very much, President Lee, for your informative presentation. Please return to your seat. Thank you. Next, let's welcome the chairman of Taiwan Association of Machinery Industry, Mr. Larry, a globally renowned advanced machinery manufacturer that also promotes green concepts, production models, and energy-saving technologies in the machinery industry to share with us about the low-carbon machinery supply chain. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm Larry Wei of Taiwan Machinery Association, chairman. Taiwan Machinery Association has 3,000 members. This is the second biggest association in Taiwan. The number one association is Electronic and Electricity Association. And machinery industry is very important to this country. We have been manufactured volume is about 1,040 billion NT dollars. We are the number third of the industry in Taiwan now. So in this field, we contribute a lot of machine tools, all different kind of machinery supplied to plastic industry, shoes industry, chemical industry, and many others industries. So Taiwan Machinery has been very famous in his reputation. in all different kind of machine field. And my company is developing in plastic industry. We use our machine to produce containers, jerry cans, plastic bags, sheeting, and all kinds of plastic industry application. So concerning about the ESG, we are, for our own company, we have been set up the solar roofing in our plant. And secondly, because my company has been, the factory has been more than 50 years. So all the accessories, it's the good timing for changing their energy source, such as all the electricity power and the LED light and all the frequency control for the chiller, compressors, everything. So in this year, we've been spent more than $50 million for improving our energy consumption. And secondly, we are developing energy-saving machinery to the customer. For example, we're using all electricity machine instead of hydraulic. No more hydraulics, because hydraulic is very noisy, very power consumption, and not energy saving. So many machine has been changed to all electricity control by frequency motors. And secondly, we are improving to saving the raw material use. For example, before we are producing one layer tanks, drums, like everybody can see the 50-gallon steel drum. Now that's replaced by plastic drum. And before, the plastic drum is only single layer. And they put the dark blue colors. Now we have the new concept to make the drums in 3 layers. Out there, because they need colors. So, and the actually master batch is very costly compared with the virgin material. So out there, 20% of the whole thickness out there, put some master batch, dark skin there. So which reducing almost 80% of the master batch. And in the center there, they used recycled material, 50% of the thickness. So now everybody say plastic is very polluted, not environment friendly. But actually, we are trying to use the recycled material into the center there, because in the center there is nothing about the strength, nothing about the outlooking. So we put the recycled material in the center there, and inner there, because there will be contact with a material which we put on the drum. So we still using the virgin material, and the total cost of the whole drum is reduce the cost about 40%. And actually, the selling price, for example, the single layer drum, maybe one drum is $700 in the market. But now, using the 3-layer machine, the selling price can be dropped to 550 NT dollars. So actually, that's reducing the raw material, besides of the raw material, and you're using the recycled material, so which is meet the environmental requirement. Secondly, the smart machine. Now machinery industry has been developing our smart machine system to using fully automatic without a human operator. No operator. Actually, before, one machine must have 2 operators at least to take care of the machine. But now, no operator. We can, using in the central computer room, we can cover all the industry machinery in no operator required machinery. We call the smart machinery. And all the production data can be seen in front of you, even by via mobile phone. So this is what our plastic industry and all kinds of machinery industry has, and looking for the future to meet the customer, to saving the energy, to saving the raw material cost, and to saving the operator cost. So that is the target we are looking. We try to contribute our machinery industry to the society to have cheaper products, more environment-friendly products to meet the future. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, President Wei, for your wonderful presentation. Please return to your seat. Thank you to the experts from major corporations for their enlightening presentations. The so-called cross-border coalition is about establishing a dialogue platform between large tech corporations and startup teams. We look forward to leveraging the strength of large corporations coupled with the innovation of startups to jointly assist startups in advancing into the new blue ocean of the green economy. Today, TTA has also invited 2 startup teams that align with green energy to demo on site. First is Grace Connection Microelectronics Limited. They primarily focus on design high-end chips and chip cells and cooperate with domestic listed groups to develop 5G-based station systems, chips, and battery storage chips. Let's now hand the floor to the Chief Marketing Officer, Mr. Peter. Welcome.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for this invitation for me to have a chance to introduce our company and what I've learned in the past 5 years to share with all of you. And I would like to, in this opportunity, to have more interaction, to also learn from all the very pioneers companies here to how to become more successful in the future business. Okay, so this is my about 5 minutes sharing about how to get into the US and the worldwide market. And before the main topic, I would like to introduce my company a little bit more. Okay, so we are a startup company, and we are a design house, IC design company. We have been set up for 5 years. So right now, this is the 6th year in our company, and this is our So this is our paying capital, and right now our annual revenue is about $2 million. And we have about 20 R&Ds in Taiwan, and our location located in Taipei, Hsinchu, and here. So very thanks for Andrea's team and to let us have a very convenient place for our employee to work here, and it's very convenient to travel between different cities in Taiwan. And in our group, we have about more than 20 plus years, including RF and analog and digital IC design experience. So we could combine our unique capabilities to provide our customers some unique featured controller to their products. Okay, so our solution focuses on featured controller. That means compared to in the industry, there are many controller chips in the industry, but mainly this kind of controllers, such as MCU-like controllers, they may not have the required feature by our customers. So we work together with our leading customers, try to find out some unique values to them, so we could provide some very unique solution to help them become successful in their market. Okay, so let me share about what's our step. We have 3 steps in the past 5 years, so lead us to the worldwide market. So first is to find out what is our customers' needs. Okay, so we listen very carefully to the leading customers. So in the beginning, we are a small design house, but we work with some very leading customers in Taiwan, and their market is global market. Okay, so when they are competing with their competitors, they try to find out how could I create more value, how could I have more differentiations, okay, compared to their competitors. And many system companies in Taiwan, they use similar IC solutions. Okay, they use similar software architects. So many times the products look similar. or even the functions look similar. Okay, and you see that every phone looks similar, right? They use similar chips or software, or like Android, okay, in the background. So many of these kind of Taiwan system companies, they think about how do I create more unique value to win more market share in the market. So we find a trend that many companies start to build their own IC, build on their own chips, and try to, through this way, to keep their leading positions. So first step for this kind, from our company point of view, we listen carefully to this kind of leading customers and understand what kind of unique value they try to achieve, and then identify what we could offer for them. Okay, so thanks that in our team, we have many engineers that come from Taiwan leading IC design companies. So they have many different kind of experience, such as RF design, or analog design, or digital IC design. So by combining all this kind of experience, we could have some unique features that provide to our customer to help them to provide their leading position. So by practice these two steps, and then after we find out some products that could be used in more bigger markets, then we could leverage this kind of experience we learned from our leading customers, then to second tier or third tier customer in the worldwide. Okay, so that is what we have done in the past 5 years, and through these 3 steps, right now we have 2 product lines. Compared to Luke's team, the 80,000, so we are a very small step here, but we like to, from a very small step, but try to address some growth quickly market, and then step into provide more value to our customers. Okay, so this is an example that how we create our unique value is that we try to provide some innovative IC design architect that is not existing in the current market. Okay, so in our team, we have team members that provide IC to worldwide very top system companies, okay, such as Apple. Okay, so we have team members that work for Apple's chip that used in iPhone or in Apple Watch. So we know how to build up very high performance IC. And we also have team members that work in companies in Taiwan that have a very big China customers, okay? So they know how to build good enough, but very cost-effective chips. And we also have colleagues that work in companies that provide some very differentiated solution through system design, okay, such as system in packaging or some innovative package-wise design to provide some very unique solutions to the market. So we have different kind of capabilities in our group. So we know how to find out a very innovative system architect to provide to our customers. Okay. And right now, this is our target market segment in the market right now. The first is the optical transceiver and controller, and this is used in the data center, and also will be used in the right now very hot AI center. Okay, and everyone knows that AI center is growing very quickly, and any companies in Taiwan that is AI related, you will see the stock price growing very fast, right? So we hope that we could also have the opportunity to into this market very quickly. And the second is the battery management system, and this is also related to the ESG topic. Okay, right now, any more and more cars on the world is now electrical car, and also we have very strong demands for the energy storage market to help us to provide more clean energy, okay, in our daily life. So we also have solutions to address this market to provide unique value to our customers. And then we also have product plans for the future 5G solutions, okay? And in the 5G, this is has been talked for, I think it's more than 5 years, but it's still is not very see very strong solid demand from the market. But we continue put some effort in this area, and we will find out some value when the market start to grow. Okay, So this is my sharing. So which we could have give you some ideas how we not only survive but also would like to success in the startup company growth. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Lin, for your introduction. Thank you. Next is Blade Hydrogen Green Technology Co. Limited, an investment of Mobile Tron Co. Limited. This is the only domestic startup in the hydrogen energy field that transfers metal plate fuel cell and mixed hydrogen power generation technology. Let's welcome the co-founder, Mr. Mark, to share his insights. Welcome.
Thank you, everyone. I'm Mark, one of the co-founder for this new company. My company name is Blade Hydrogen Green Technology. His Mandarin is 清风绿能科技股份有限公司. I should repeat again because I believe nobody heard this my company name. Yeah. Because we are really new company. You can see our logo is a hydrogen. Is a hydrogen H2. But we have more emphasized the recirculation. So today I will introduce. This is my good chance, and it's my pleasure, and I can introduce my company to everyone. And I think I have been more focused to topics is one fuel cell, and we can provide the whole hydrogen fuel cell solution to the whole industry in Taiwan. And the other one, we also are more focused. We are another topic is now it's very hot. Is anion exchange membrane. We so-called is electrolyze. That means I know you know maybe you can some solar power, wind power, something is redundancy, and we can use this redundancy power and to electrolyze the water and the storage into the hydrogen and the storage in the tank. Okay. When I want to do the fuel cell and provided the solution to the Taiwan whole industry, the first things we need to thinking, where is your hydrogen? The hydrogen, and not only the hydrogen is quite very expensive. So if we wanted to promote this solution, the hydrogen must be cheaper. Okay. So in the Mandarin, our first the question is 举目无亲. Where is your come from? Your hydrogen. So we find in the Taiwan like the semiconductor, T company, and a lot of IC manufacturer company, and petroleum, chemical, 石化产业, they are produced the hydrogen during the manufacturing process. So now they are currently use only because there's like the garbage is wasted hydrogen, so they need to burn out. They can directly import to the air, and they will be cause other side effects. So you know, the hydrogen is very difficult to burn because the enthalpy is really low. So every company just add on natural gas, 天然气, natural gas, into mix up with the hydrogen, then burn out. So this will be cause the CO2 is ESG problem, and we are just find give some solution. So the pain point is now is if we direct burning hydrogen plus the natural gas, there will be pollution in the environment. Okay, and in order to deal with this garbage of the gas, so you must be waste another energy, and this energy will be cost you your industry the carbon tax or the increase your costing. So it is very difficult to meet ESG problem, okay, because your CO2 is increasing. So our solution is we're using the fuel cell. This is very simple, right, for fuel cell, the operation diagram. Everybody know, yeah, I think, okay. Hydrogen plus the air, okay, they go to the membrane, and the membrane will be generated the electricity power, okay. But the problem is if we're using some wasted hydrogen, we must be recycle it. The problem is the waste hydrogen, there are something more impurity, okay? So for the fuel cell, they very strong requirement, the input hydrogen, their quality really high. Everybody maybe know it's 99.99%. 4个9的氢气的纯度。It is very difficult. If you wanted to import the fuel cell, the first question that the hydrogen is really expensive. Okay, so even we have such this. So our solution, my company called One Technology, is we don't need to using so really pure hydrogen. We can allow you input the hybrid mixed syngas. Like what? If for example, for the semiconductor, they recycle waste gas. They include the nitrogen, 氮气, and hydrogen mix up, and their concentration is every time is quite different. So in the past time, it is very difficult. You need to allow to spend a lot of another cost to deal with that. So so nobody wanted to use this hybrid hydrogen recycle. And our technology, we studied for many years, so we can allow it. So our hydrogen, you can mix up nitrogen, oxygen, or even like the water, a small quantity, H2O, and others, other syngas. So that this recycle. A huge amount of recycle wasted hydrogen, they can be used, and no need to pass in the pre-stage for the purify. This is our product outlook. Okay, you can see this is a fuel cell machine. The fuel cell machine, our core technology is like inside is for the stack. Stack is like the fuel cell, the heart. They have so many flow field and conducting the hydrogen and the oxygen, like the air. Okay, how to create a reactor with inside. Not only the stack, so you also need to some we so-called the BOP, balance of plant. Last minute they need to lot of pre-flow devices. Like the air compressor for what and the hydrogen recirculator pump, and now we can make the whole system at least 60 kilowatt, even the 90 kilowatt. 60 kilowatt maybe they can be maybe used for the bus, and the 90 kilowatt, okay, maybe for the trailer, and the 100 kilowatt is like that. Okay. So our three core technology, we needed to we from carbon plate transfer into the metal plate. Metal plate is more compact, more durability, and their cost will really reduce a huge amount. And we using the LOVA and to put our old manufacturing parameter go to the cloud, and we can using all the LOVAs and to assembly the stack. There's no human inside, okay? And so we have a lot of another pattern. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. I don't sorry, this is my last slide. Okay. Okay. So I have no time to electrolyte. Electrolyte is another for the fuel cell reverse reaction. So we, as I said, we're using the solar and the wind power, and also input our stack, and they can generate the hydrogen, and we can be stored for another use. Thank you. Thank you. You pay attention.
Mr. Lin, for your sharing, please return to your seat. Thank you. Yes. You can take the microphone over here. Yes. Okay. So before we move on, I would like to invite 4 of our speakers to take a photo together. So please take a seat and look at the photographer at the back. Okay, at the back over here. Okay, please look at the photographer. Okay, 3, 2, 1, smile. Yes. President Larry, please look at the back over there. Yes, thank you. Okay, thumbs up, thumbs up. Okay, one more. Thank you. Thank you very much for all of your cooperation. Okay, so let's move on to the highlight of today, and we will explore the opportunities in green business. Let's invite our speakers to join us for a creative cross-industry topic. Through today's meetup event, we hope to empower our startups and accelerate the scale-up process. Today, we're honored to invite Mr. Luke Lee, President of Texas Instruments Taiwan Limited, Mr. Larry Wei, Chairman of Taiwan Association of Machinery Industry, Mr. Peter Lin, CMO of Grace Connection Microelectronics Limited, and Mr. Mark Lin, co-founder of Blade Hydrogen Green Technology, to discuss the international trends and company developments in the semiconductor to precision machinery industry, as well as provide valuable advice in starting up a business. Therefore, the upcoming discussion will cover 3 main topics. Let's start with the theme, setting a good example of a green supply chain. We know that the European Union's carbon border adjustment mechanism will begin implementation this year, and charging will commence in 2026. So according to this, for the first question, I would like to ask President Lee from TI. With the negotiation of the International Climate Convention, it is imperative to achieve the goal of net zero by 2050. Towards a net zero world, the industry must also contribute a large amount of carbon reduction energy and R&D investment. How does your company set the goal of carbon reduction? What are the countermeasures for green procurement, green manufacturing, and green innovation in the manufacturing industry? What are your thoughts on such topics? Please.
Okay. Yeah, let me share about the longevity of semiconductor require very big ambition because of many of our customers looking for the supplier who can provide longevity product supply in the next decade, not only from the product but also from the manufacturer point of view. So the ambition to become reliable, the partner will be very important. So start from the 2012, TI is invested tons of investment on the manufacture recycling process in order to reduce total waste. The reason why we are concerned about that, I think people are very familiar with semiconductor the topic right now because of everybody are talking about semiconductor because of geopolitics, right? So before I was very difficult to explain about what is semiconductor, even to my daughter. But now she understands semiconductor very well. And she tell me that the semiconductor is energy consuming industrial. suck out all the power and also water, right? So if you want to have semiconductor manufacture line like fab, you need to consider about to have reliable water and power, right? So it's become a very famous question. So that's why when TI invested tons of money back to 2012, because we understand if you want to have longevity, the manufacture capability to become a long-term supplier to the customer, you got to put everything together. So that is manufacture capability development. And also that is a very big reason why we choose Texas state for the biggest investment for the fab capacity. Because probably you don't know, or you may know, the Texas state is a large green power supply in the United States. Okay, so you can get the tons of energy, green power, and a very good place, and also can help us to shift our traditional power to be green power more, right? So that is a very big reason why we choose there. And also, manufacturing is just a part of the place to participate those green energy or longevity, the citizen for the world. But also we need to consider about what kind of product are we going to produce, right? So we set up a very strong ambition in the beginning. So when you look at the TI product, we always have give you the highlight is we have a best efficiency of power product and also low power consumption in order to help the total solution on the power consumption reduction, right? And also we are putting a lot of new investment on the new product, like gallium nitride is a great example, right? As I said, just give you guys an example, we work with Taiwan, the largest power supply company, to produce best productivity and efficiency power supply unit to support data center, server, AI, right? So those are very high power consumptions power supply unit. We can help them reduce tons of power consumption. So that is one of beauty that we can, through the solution provider, then reduce the total power consumption and develop a better world, right? So from the manufacturer point of view, we put also all of our suppliers become responsible the supply chain. So every supplier, they want to work with TI, we need to have qualification to make sure that they have a responsibility for their waste, and also have an ambition to recycle those waste. And also they will not touch about those illegal area to violate any code of conduct. So that is the way the TI is considered about longevity and also to help customer to develop a better solution together. Okay, but when I talk about gallium nitride, it's just one example because of we have, remember, 80,000 products, right? So we have tons of products, including like a TV. The TV power supply, we also help a customer can reduce more than 10% power consumption. PC power, the same thing. Everything we can help them. So that is the area TI really would like to put everything together. So let's just give you a great example. Everything comes from the ambition. So we try to put everything in the beginning, then result will come up. So that is our sharing.
Thank you, President Lee, for your sharing. Thank you. And as we all know, a semiconductor enterprise is committed to ESG initiative by actively developing and launching green products and services that assist industrial chain partners in saving energy and reducing carbon emission. So after hearing from our semiconductor expert, let's now shift our focus to the machinery industry. And for this, I would like to ask our expert, President Larry Wei, a question. From your years of experience, can you share how you promote the net zero and sustainable development of the machinery industry and how to start green smart manufacturing?
Okay, thank you. So actually, machinery manufacture is not a energy consumer industry. Machinery assembling or machinery manufacture, actually we're using very low ratio of the energy. Considering for the ESG concept. Actually, we are contribute to build more efficiency machinery to reduce power consumption. Like I was tell that we don't use any more hydraulic unit. We use only electricity motor, and most of the drive by frequency control, which is saving a lot of energy. And actually, for example, in my plant, we don't make any parts. Actually, all the parts was doing our supplier to supply the parts to our factory. Our factory is only in designing, assembling, and test run, and make the service when the machine shipped to the overseas. So energy consumption in my company is actually a very low issue. We are, like I said before, we are trying to improve in our facility with in the roof and the solar plate to have our own power system, which is actually we can sell more electricity to Taiwan Power Company actually now. And then we are improving our facility for our chiller unit, compressor unit, and our lighting system. So what we can do is actually limited. But some machinery manufacturer, because they do the iron casting, then there is energy consumption. But because the constantly improvement their equipment to reduce energy consumption is our target in the all kind of machinery manufacture. We put, actually, we call the smart box in every different industry machine. This smart box can offer you from predictable troubleshooting, production scale, and properly timing for the maintenance, and give you the warning system to the operator or whatever. So actually the smart box is actually what we call a green mechanism for the smart machine. In the last 2 years, the economic department in Taiwan has been supplied more than, I think, nearly 30,000 smart box to all the machinery manufacturers to put it, edit on their equipment. So actually, the machinery manufacturer now themselves, they have the concept for doing the better machine and saving all the energy. And this is what we bring to our customer. And like I say, if we produce the plastic product, we are trying to reduce the plastic raw material. We try to using the raw material, recycling material, and we try to reduce their quantity, the volume, which, for example, like I say, 50-gallon tank, before they're made by steel. And steel drums, actually, very complicated process for producing the steel drums. Actually, maybe more than 30 process. But now, plastic drum, one process, just fill raw material into my machine, and the plastic drum is come out piece by piece automatically, and even automatic stack up. So actually, no manufacturing involved. Actually, you pay money to me, I give you the fully automatic machine. You only buy the plastic resin from the supplier. Then you put the plastic resin in my machine. The the drum is come out automatically piece by piece. So compared with the steel drum industry, we are saving a lot of energy and manpower. That's why plastic drum now replace the steel drum very in percentage. Actually, 50% of the steel drum was plastic by plastic. Steel drum, with 50% of steel drum was replaced by plastic drum. And even, like I say, even the plastic drum, we still have the space to reduce their weight and reduce their master batch and put the recycled material in the drum. So that's what we are doing in this technology. Offer a new technology to our new machine to supply smart machinery to our customer, to have energy saving, cost saving, operator free. So that's why we are doing. And for some other different kind of machinery, they are doing almost the same thing. They try to use intelligent control system, digital information, whatever. So that's why machinery in Taiwan was developing quite well. Thank you.
Thank you, President Larry, for your detailed sharing. Okay, so as we can see, although the machinery industry is not an energy-consuming industry, in the face of low-carbon issues, how to develop energy-saving equipment to help customers move towards the goal of zero net emission is the most important thing for enterprise in the future. And speaking of zero net emission, I would like to ask co-founder Mark Lim, in response to the trend of zero net emission in 2050, the international hydrogen application will focus on power generation, industry, transportation, and other markets. Will core technologies such as kilowatt-scale fuel cell stacks and residual hydrogen power generation become part of the green supply chain? Are there any actual cases that you can share with us? Yes, please.
Thank you. Overall, I want to identify a different segment for the industry. The first one, like the industry, I said that like the semiconductor, like the petroleum chemical, never mind, they have a huge amount of wasted hydrogen. In the previous time, they will be burned out and consume the extra energy. So right now, we can recycle, use that, and very low cost, and no need to purify. This is the first segment. The second segment, most of the traditionally industry, they say, oh no, we have no hydrogen, but how we can reduce ESG, how we can get to the zero emission? Yeah. They are maybe only one question. They are use a lot of Thai power electricity. So they have we provided maybe two kind of solution. One, as I said, you can using the electrolyze. In a big company, big enterprise, they have their own solar power. Of course, they cannot build on their wind power. Wind power is maybe off seashores, it's far away, and you need to a huge invest. So solar power, maybe that's enough. But solar power, something, their working time is just only 4 hours or 60 hours for every day. So for the other time, if they can use it, and okay, now, as I know, a lot of solar power cannot go to the Thai power, the transmission line. We so-called 馈线, because the 馈线 is full of solar power. So when the sunshine is very good, like the south of the Taiwan, but no, we cannot contribution our renewable energy because the 馈线 is full. It's a full capacity. So at that time, you can, another choice, you can using this green energy, and you can electrolyze the water and into the hydrogen and be stored. So another you can use storage for form factor. Except to the electrolyte, they have another solution. Now we provided most enterprise we're using the methanol. Methanol is they are just because of the methanol reformer. Now something is cheaper, and the methanol, the raw material, Taiwan also can accept. We import the methanol and transfer into the hydrogen. Hydrogen just link with the fuel cell, so they can generate the power. That means you don't need to share the Thai power or the power generator, the CO2. You don't need that because when you generate this power is green power. Not only you can use your own to use, you can also selling green power to the another. So in my slide, maybe we can more have another chance to show for you, and we have another industry, and we can showing, we help them give the total solution from the wasted gas and into the green hydrogen. It's also we can provide a solution. The final solution is now everybody was more focused on the EV, electrical vehicle. Actually, is not so much help for the ESG, because you are just transfer the moving air pollution to the fixed air pollution. Okay, so when everybody is charging the EV vehicle, so the electric power, so a factory that they are loaded will be so happy. Okay, so we are using my company also doing a lot of different kind of vehicle, like the bus, like the boat, like the forklift, like the UAV. Okay, we all do kind of different using the fuel cell as the heart, and they generate the power. So when they are moving and they are just transportation, so you can find they are just also can reduce the huge CO2 pollution. Okay, thank you.
Yes, Blade Hydrogen Green Technology has made great breakthroughs in the field of green energy through its core technologies and plays a vital role in achieving the goal of zero net emission. Thank you, Mark, for your sharing. Now let's move on to the other major topic, from startup to scale-up. We know that the key factors for a successful startup from small to large include innovative and unique products, a solid business model, sufficient capital and investment, etc. It is by balancing these factors that ensure the continued successful growth of the business. And therefore, from this perspective, I would like to start by asking CMO Peter Lin a question. As you shared with us earlier in your slides, Grace Connection Microelectronics has achieved an annual revenue of $2 million within 5 years. May I ask about your next 5-year plan, and what do you think Grace Connection will be like in 5 years or more?
Okay, thank you for this question. And as I mentioned that we work with the leading customers in Taiwan. Okay, so when they look for some very specific feature IC, they will pay us the we call the NRE service. Okay, that is we design IC that is specific for this company. And then our next step, okay, for our growth for the next 5 years, we will start to leverage this experience, this knowledge we learned from these leading customers, start to build up the chips that is for more general customers. So we are shifting our revenue from the NRE service to our product sale. Okay, so in my plan in the next 5 years, start from the 2025. Okay, we expect that we will have more revenue came from our product selling that is sale into the data center and the BMS. Okay, the energy storage market. Okay, so that is our plan for the next 5 years growth. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Peter, for your sharing. So we have just heard from our startup company, Grace Connection, about their next 5 years plan. Now we would like to hear from Texas Instruments, a world-class enterprise, regarding the following question. So President Luke Lee, Taiwan plays an important role in the global ICT industry. What is your strategy and key consideration for Taiwan's layout? Please.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I've been travel in Korea for 2 years, and I've been working in Japan for another 2 years. Of course, I live in Taiwan for a very long time, right? So, yeah, as Taiwanese, I feel very proud of Taiwan, is because of we have a very good talent in here. So talent is everything, you know, because of when we talk about investment, first thing first is talk about the people, the talent. Without talent, you cannot do anything, right? So the talent development is become very important. So in the past 54 years, TI invests tons of energy in Taiwan because, as I said, we have a first assembly test facility in Taiwan, right? So we've been develop a lot of good talent in Taiwan. So you can see we put those talent in a worldwide facility too. So they've been a very success. So I'm very proud of their contribution to a company and also to the all the technology industrial is very important. And also the talent help us to bring more innovation. So you can see before Taiwan, we have a very successful stories called Wintel, right? Microsoft Windows and Intel architecture, right? Is represent a PC generation. But when we look at when move to the data center and AI, Taiwan also represent and participate a very important role, right? So that is something you can see each of generation Taiwan talent can help the industry to do a transition. So that talent telling us Taiwan can help us to do more innovations and also to scale the business scale, so on. So that is very important. And also semiconductor been invested in Taiwan, not only from the fab, but also assembly for many decades. So that is also bring tons of momentum because of, I can guarantee you, if you go meet someone in the street, maybe probably very high percentage of them come from semiconductor company, right? They can tell you about how to manufacture the semiconductor product, or they come from the electronics industry, right? So now EV, everybody are excited, right? But in the past, in Taiwan, we don't have many car OEM. We don't have a worldwide car tier 1, right? But now you can see a lot of business transition to Taiwan because of we have a very strong CM, right? The contract manufacturer and ODM, the customer here. So immediately they can pick up quite a lot of the opportunity. So talent and technology intensity, and also the people who really develop the future, become the foundation of Taiwan. So for Taiwan, my investment plan is very simple. We continue to manufacture our semiconductor product in Taiwan, primarily focus on the very high performance product, like a multi-chip package, multi-chip module, and also for the AI-related product, and also for the EV type of